Hey everybody, how's it going? This is Dawn and Dyra here, back at you again with another video. And as I said yesterday, I am on a 7-day video challenge, and I know it's kind of late. It's like 11:42. Okay, I was out with the sun today. Any of y'all know out there, my son is my heart. I love him, and whenever he invites me to come out and we're gonna hang out, Mom is there. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Anyway, it says in the title all about my very first car, but for day 2 the topic was, what was your first car and what is the story behind it? Not going to keep this too long at all. It was how can I say, my mom had been pushing me to get a car, get your license. You know, she always wanted me to get a car. She never learned how to drive. And, you know, having her daughters driving, because I have a sister also, was just something that felt good to her. So, you know, when I said I was going to get my license and I'm trying to get my permit, and she was like, okay, let's look into getting you a car. And found me a cute little Echo Toyota, and it was silver and it was cute. I loved it because it was small, it wasn't too big, and it was just right for me, and I just loved that car. I wasn't living in New York City. I wasn't close to the city. I was further up Westchester, northern Westchester. My son was young at that time. He was like kind of like 8 or 9 or something like that. And yeah, so I just love the fact that I was able to come and go back and forth to the city without having to take the bus, because on the bus, if you take the bus to further up Westchester to New York City, it's like 2 hours. And that's a long time, okay, to be on a bus, and all I'm doing is just, you know, going. I'm not even going that far, but on the bus, it's crazy. If you're driving, depending on how fast you drive, and if you're taking the expressway, it was like 45 minutes. So that, I love doing that, and I was able to come down and see my mom as much as possible. I was able to go to different places, you know, without having to jump on the bus. Go to Jersey. I remember I took my mother and my aunt and my son. We went to Sesame Place in Jersey. I didn't go too many like far places. The farthest I really drove to was Jersey. And that is basically it, you know. And I drove, of course, I drove the car to work. But it was very special to me. It was a very special gift from my mom. And eventually, I'm not sure how long I had it, but I was able to trade the car for a Toyota Corolla, 2004 Toyota Corolla. Actually, the reason why I did that is because a friend of mine at that time was telling me that I could get a good deal if I just trade up, you know, a new year is coming. And I did it. And when I think about it now, I think I should have just kept my cute little Toyota Echo, because that Toyota Corolla, I don't have good memories of it. I'm not even going to get into that. That's a totally another video, a totally another live. But the Toyota Echo that my mom got for me, my very first car, was very, very special. Took me where I wanted to go, come and go as I please. I could come back and forth to the city and visit my mom. come back and forth to the city and get the things that I wanted in the city, because further up, like going upstate New York, I wasn't in New York State. I was in Westchester County, but I was in northern Westchester, and they didn't have a lot of things up that way that I like. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like to go to stores that sell black soap, you know, shea butters, incense, and, you know, things of that nature. And they didn't have that type of stuff up there. And the reason why I had moved up there was because I didn't want to raise my son in the city. You know, I did not want to do that. So I was like, I'm going further up, and stayed up there up until when he was in high school. And then we came back to the city, and that's it. So if anybody is watching this in the replay and you like to give me any feedback, share your story with me about your first car, in the history of your first car. You know, I like to hear what your story is. This is not a quote unquote like value type of live video that I usually do, but this is just me sharing a piece of my history and letting you know who I am and where I come from and things of that nature. And with all that being said, this is Dawn and Dara here. Just wanted to share with you the history of my very first car, all right? And also had to make sure I did my day 2 live for my 7-day challenge. So you all have a good night, good day, wherever it is, whatever it is where you are, and you have a good one. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.